257 people are currently in hospital with COVID-19, 58 are in ICU and 37 are on ventilator. Of the cases who were in hospital yesterday, 81% were not vaccinated, 15% were partially vaccinated, and 3% of people were fully vaccinated. This number is a little higher today, as some fully vaccinated aged care residents have been transferred to hospital for observation. 60,829 tests were processed yesterday. 43,056 vaccines were administered at our state hubs yesterday, and we're now at 74.3% having received a first dose and 45% having received a second dose. In terms of Ballarat, I am pleased to announce that the City of Ballarat will end its 7-day lockdown at midnight tonight. The public health team feel that they have the outbreak contained, and thanks to the extraordinary efforts of Ballarat residents who came out in droves to get tested and who followed the lockdown rules. So my thanks to the entire community of Ballarat. The 5 reasons to leave your home will no longer apply, and the settings in Ballarat will align with the areas of regional Victoria not in lockdown. However, there are still important public health restrictions in place. Masks must still be worn indoors and outdoors. No one can come to your home to visit, and getting tested and vaccinated is just as important as ever. So I want to again pass on my thanks to Ballarat for doing the right thing and helping us chase down this outbreak. We must do what we can to help protect these areas. In addition, the Chief Health Officer has advised that at 11:59 p.m. tonight, those areas of Point Lonsdale located within the city of Greater Geelong will be able to follow the same rules that apply to the borough of Queenscliff. So an important announcement for that community. Okay, so now I'm on to the education announcement, which is both unprecedented and an Australian first. So back on Sunday, we announced our back to school plan for Term 4. So in week 1 of Term 4, we have our final year students back at school and the GAT are conducted. In week 3, in a staggered way, we have prep and grades 1 and 2 back at school. In week 4 of term, we have grades 3 to year 11, again staggered, back in front of our teachers. And then after the Melbourne Cup, everyone's back full time. Today, we are announcing an unprecedented package to keep our teachers, staff, students and their families safe when they do return. We don't want to have a return to school and have thousands of children positive with COVID, getting sick, hundreds in hospital or worse. That is every parent's worst nightmare. We also know that Delta is going nowhere. This is going to be with us for some time. So there are things that we can do to mitigate the risk, to lower the risk of airborne transmission. And today I'm announcing a $190 million package of initiatives to ensure that when our schools open, they stay open. So in an Australian first, we will have the biggest ever investment in ventilation in schools. We have signed a contract with Samsung, and out of that $190 million, $125 million will deliver 51,000 air purification devices to every single government school and all low-fee Catholic and independent schools in Victoria. This is not an announcement of something that we intend to do. We're not talking about a process today or something that we hope to achieve. This is a contract to deliver, and the first load arrives via air next week. Air purification devices, they remove the nasty particles in the air, including coronavirus. We'll have a focus on higher risk settings, places like sick bays, canteens, staff room, music rooms, and more. As you could imagine, there is huge demand, global demand, for these products right across the world. And we're working to get as many schools with these devices as quickly as possible. So the first numbers, the first arrivals happen in week 1 of term 4, and then they'll be rolled out progressively over the weeks and months ahead.